And that was possible because we had this good communication, we had access to your team in Odoo to help partners like us.
Hi, Asim. Thanks for joining us here today. Great to have you here. This is a special interview for me because I actually work with you day-to-day basis. But for the people at home, could you please introduce yourself and WADIC?
Sure. Um, I am the CEO of WADIC. My name is Asim Zaidi. We are an engineering as a service firm. We provide engineering team, engineering solution, IT solutions, custom software development solutions. Odoo is great out of the box, and a lot of companies use them just out of the box. But where Odoo stops, that's where WADIC begins, and we extend Odoo's functionality, for customized solutions for our customers' needs.
That's awesome. So, can you tell us a little bit of how did Odoo and an Odoo partnership figure sort of in your strategic plans for your growth?
So we have been seeing steady demand in business as new technologies are coming in. The business processes we've been evaluating from our customer. We have customers that need customized solutions, and they were coming to us for ERP. We looked at different other technologies. One aspect of those one was uh, when customer demand comes in and their business needs a faster turnaround time, they had to wait for proprietary software to come up with those features. We kept looking into that. I'm a big proponent of open source since my start of my career. So I started looking into Odoo, and I really like their open sourceness. And we said, okay, we were going to try that one out. We did, and we started working on Odoo 7 back then. And since then, we are with you, and that brought us to Odoo.
That's awesome, and I think having that wealth of experience and being in the Odoo ecosystem since V7, there's not many partners that can really say that they've been there
So
since
yeah,
that
yeah.
start.
And the good thing is that our first client for that one is still our client 17 years ago, and then we upgraded them from version 7 to now they are on later versions over here.
That's amazing, and that long-term support. I think that's a lot of customers. That's always a big concern. Is do I have a partner for the long term, the long haul?
That's right.
At the end of the day, an implementation isn't just a one and done sort of scenario or business transaction. It's actually a deep partnership between two different organizations.
That is very correct. And that's how we look at all our customers that come to us. We don't look for short term, we're looking for long term, be there for them. As soon as they join us, we provide them the support right away, the triage thing. They come in and they're there with us, and we're walking them through, whether it's discovery or implementation, and then maintenance after that.
Awesome. Now, I know a lot of your previous projects, and I know you have some very specific customizations. But for the audience at home, would you want to maybe share one or two of those?
Yeah, so WADIC itself is a grown company. We have a lot of engineers in house, and we actually built a tracking system, project tracking system. On top of, we were using modules from Odoo, which is the project management module, time tracking module, and we extended that where we have software projects that come in, and how we're going to align the resources, which resources will work on what kind of tickets from different customers. Um, you have tools like Jira and stuff like that, but they have their limitations. So at that point, for our production, because our biggest inventory is our time, and how we're going to allocate those time across multiple customers, and make sure that the quality of support is over there, that projects get done on time. We had to come up with this in-house solution, employee tracking system, engineering tracking system as well. And that's what we did. And now we are able to allocate engineers on certain projects where they shine, and bringing the efficiencies for software development. Um, we've seen 15 to 20% increase in efficiencies.
Those are some amazing numbers, and I think there might be some people watching that are kind of wondering, like, is this really true? And I think it's very interesting. This development sort of came across your organization actually using Odoo internally.
Yes, we're using Odoo internally, or we're using it for our HR. We're using for, just I said, we extended it for engineering tracking their projects, how the tickets will be assigned, how it goes to QA, project manager, everything. It gives us insight on the project at time, and risk management on the project as well, which is good for us and which is good for our clients as well.
Yeah, no, and that's great. And I think the fact that customers can leverage something that, they can have faith that will work efficiently, because you can simply show them, hey, it's working for us.
That's right. Yep.
And I think that says a lot when an implementer is also using the same software
Yes.
they implement.
Yes. Absolutely.
Awesome. Uh, so let's talk a little bit more about the partnership program. What has your experience, or are there a couple key factors in the partnership that has really driven value? Potentially me. I don't like to toot my own horn, but also some other people at Odoo that I know that you've interacted with and collaborated with.
So one is you, definitely. I mean, we started working together from the beginning, and the support that I got from you, and then how you brought when I needed things in Odoo internally was great. Me and you just had the conversation earlier this morning about marketing director, and you brought the people in. I think I got a lot of support, which is not with some of the other partners that we work with. You have little bit hassle and learning curve to get over. It takes longer time. In With Odoo, that curve was smaller, right, and gave us success path pretty fast. So we ended up developing a whole Odoo team. Um, you're familiar with that when we started talking about, okay, we're going to have the team. So we did the engineering team, the whole Odoo department, project managers for Odoo, functional experts for Odoo. And that was possible because we had this good communication. We had access to your team in Odoo to help partners like us. So I really like that part of that, the support part. The other aspect of Odoo that I really like is partners within itself. They are very helpful to work with each other and guide them through. So the ecosystem is really good.
No, and that's great. And I love your point also about the partner collaboration. Not only can partners collaborate directly with Odoo, but I think, we also try to encourage collaboration amongst the partner network. Even though we've been around for, over 20 years as a software provider, I think our growth has really taken off in the last 3 years or so. And realistically, there's so much of the pie, still available. And I think as partners collaborate, it's only going to increase the size of that pie.
Yes, I agree with that.
That's awesome. So thank you very much for joining us here today. Really appreciate it. Odoo Connect has really been a big value add for you. I know we had some great conversations yesterday, and I think we're going to have a strong day 2, final day of the event. Great having you here, and wish you all the best.
Yeah, it's great to be here. I will advise all the partners that are joining you to be at Odoo Connect. You get to meet people. Networking is great over here. I got to meet a lot of people that I didn't think otherwise. So you see the opportunities over here when you come over here, and then you have the workshops. And Odoo 19 is very exciting, and we're looking forward to it.